Hello everybody, welcome to another BitCraft video. Today we are going to be going over some of the new changes in BitCraft Alpha 3. I know it has been out for probably about a week now, but I haven't seen anybody actually make a video about the changes to the game. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Number one is going to be enemies and kind of the AI. So first things first, you'll notice as I approach this bird, he's actually going to notice me and kind of do that little thing and he's going to run away. They never used to do that before. So they said in the patch notes, in the dev blog, that they reworked the AI for these kinds of enemies, and they'll kind of like just notice you more. Kind of, I don't know, it kind of adds to the immersion and the depth of the game a little bit. Some other stuff that got changed with the enemies is that this kind of brings back the survival element of the game, right? There's actually danger, you can take damage. These enemies, they're gonna be more difficult, and they spawn at night, or more often at night. You can put torches around and light sources to keep them away from your settlement. And yeah, they will actually go out of their way to attack workstations at your base now. I don't have a base or a settlement, so you're just gonna have to trust my word on that. And yeah, they actually, if you put up walls, they won't attack your walls. So if you keep your base secured, you won't have to worry about them. Okay, and up next, we have the monster slaying activity or profession. So this is brought back to the game, and as you can see here, I'm fighting two jackals and I'm probably gonna die, but as you can also see, I have some nice armor and a weapon that just got added to the game. These are very nice. I'm going to run away now because I'm not trying to die. Yeah, these enemies are pretty difficult, so I'd recommend like teaming up with like a friend or something to fight these. But as you can see, got brand new Pyrolite armor that gives me bonus armor and defense against these enemies, as well as they brought back a multitude of weapons. There's like some swords here. There's like the short sword. I think there's a mace. There's like a spear and shield. There's all sorts of different weapons now. I don't really know which one is the best, but I've been using the claymore and that has been pretty fun. But yeah, these weapons and armor are now essential to the game. So if you want to do any sort of exploration, I would highly recommend doing this, especially if you want to get into this monster slaying activity. And this is separate, as you might have noticed, from hunting. Hunting is on enemies that don't attack back, so as you'll notice here, when I attack the bird here, this does my hunting, and the other one counts for slaying. Alright, next big thing you might have noticed when you loaded and started the game is settlements have been completely changed. The developers wanted there to be less settlements because they found that players, when they were first starting, they were either making their own settlement or just joining a friend, and they weren't really interacting with the social aspect of the game. So they made these new starting areas, these starting villages. There's no enemies, and they're super beginner friendly. They have all the different workstations, and you can set up a trade stand. I know I have one set up of my own if you want to come to it. I'm on the west settlement here. Got some fish oil and some other stuff for sale. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a great change for beginners, and this is better for socializing and trading in the early game, which wasn't really much of a thing in the second alpha. Right, guys, the next big change in Alpha 3 is going to be crafting stations, these are all now public. I know before in your settlement, if you made a crafting station, that they would be private, meaning like outside players could not come up to them and use them. But now, any number of players can come up, I believe, and just different crafting stations. See, like, watch, this person's making something, and I can also make some rope at the same time. This wasn't the case beforehand. And actually, if a player from outside your settlement comes and uses your crafting station in your settlement, it'll actually generate X coins for your settlement. So that is a very nice change and kind of increases that like social aspect of the game. Another cool feature that is making its debut into BitCraft Alpha 3 is going to be the Global Trade Finder. This is going to do exactly what the name implies. This allows you to find trades globally. See, I'm in the western town here. You can look at all the trader stands right here. You don't have to go running around to like each individual one. You can see them scattered all over the place. Just simply press J or this button down here. You can open these up. I think I have my own somewhere. I know I have my own in here somewhere. Here's mine. There's some offers. It's pretty cool. You can just go through this, makes it a lot easier to use. But then on top of that, you can trade literally globally. You can trade with the southern town. You can trade with Port Lotus, whatever that is, you know? So this is actually a super cool addition to the game. I'm sure this would be a really interesting way to make money with the game. So I'm sure you could like buy from some towns and sell in other towns and actually make a lot of money. Yeah, I think that's a really cool change. And on top of that, one little thing I wanted to piggyback off of that was that you can now, if you played and built a settlement in Alpha 2, this will be a change. You can create supplies with X coins. So this will pair very, very nicely with the feature I mentioned earlier about crafting stations and how when players use your crafting stations in your settlement, it will actually generate money for you. So I want to throw that in there too. Okay, the last big change I want to show you guys is that, not that I was just hungry and had to eat, but that there are now waystones. This allows player teleportation. This is super cool. As you can see, you right click on the waystone, you open it up here. You can teleport between the ruined towns. I'm currently in the western one, but I could teleport to the southern or the eastern, right? Or you can teleport to player settlement waystones. So let's say Tortuga Prime here. This is Pirate Software's communities settlement. You can see it on the map. It's way down here, and I am way up here too. Actually just teleported not that long ago, but you get the point. If I wait 30 seconds here, now I can actually teleport to this settlement. See, I do a cool little animation here, and it takes about 10 seconds. Super easy to use, super easy to teleport. Look at their nice little settlement they have going here. I don't really know what they have going on in terms of like farming, and looks like they have some tier 2 stuff here, which is actually super cool. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. Maybe I'll join this settlement or something. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something. Let me know if I missed anything, and maybe I'll make a second one. Alright, see you later.